What's up, guys, and welcome to another story time. So I'm going to be trying to post a little bit more lately. Just the thing is, all I can really do is these story time videos, and I can't even edit them in the slightest. So I guess I'll try to see if I can figure out some other type of thing, but for the time being, this is really all I can think of doing. So basically, this story happened when I was in kindergarten, I think, and everybody in class always knows about everybody who's been to public school in the last 15 20 years knows all about the bad kid and everything, who sometimes there was a bad kid who would do crazy shit like set off fireworks. Like, I never encountered that, but I heard people at my school might have been doing it. But it's kind of funny since this kid ended up doing this, and then later on, if you saw the video, not the video of my brother saying a kid did pills in school, the video of me saying that a kid did pills in school, it was pretty much about the same guy. So he was Italian, so we're gonna give him the name Mario. We're gonna call him Mario. So Mario, I'm not gonna say it like that every time. So he basically just was the bad kid and everything. For some reason, he thought all the girls liked him, but they didn't. A lot of the time, they had said to his face that they literally didn't like him at all, and he didn't seem to take the hint. Um, but basically, what happened with that bad kid was just he would always just try to break the rules anytime he could, or he'd always try to get out of doing homework, or he'd always try to fake sick or anything. But basically, it just happened on a regular, just October afternoon and everything. And if you guys don't really remember, I'm not sure um, if every single elementary school did it. But basically, what elementary school did for my time, most of the days, it was you would have a thing called homeroom, where that was pretty much where you would spend your entire day in that one room. So you would pretty much have that and everything, and it really confused me, and it was a little bit hard to adjust in middle school. How we had like an actual schedule and everything. We still had a homeroom that we would be in for some periods, maybe 25% or half of them, but it was completely different. High school, there was no homeroom essentially, but in elementary school we had that. So yeah, if you didn't like your teacher, tough shit. Really, you kind of pretty much had to deal with them for 90% of the day. Every once in a while we get a lunch or like art or something, but pretty much 90% of the day you would have the one teacher. So basically, what happened was the teacher had to step out to go do something, and everybody would always joke around, and be like, "No, teacher, I can say fuck if I want to," and everything. So people would basically do that, and sometimes people would say that, and other times there'd always be that one student who's like, "We should be behaving. It doesn't matter if there's no teacher. We should still be acting like there is." There'd always be that one kid and everything. But most of the time, most of the kids just wouldn't really do anything. Sometimes we would swear or something. Then there'd always be that same teacher who was like, Billy said the F word, so it would just be something like that, So essentially, when the teacher left, as soon as they left, the Mario kids shot up from their seat, and they were just like, "No, teacher, I can do whatever I want." So for some reason, the first thing they decided to draw a penis. I know, 'cause in elementary school, that um, funny. Yeah, comedy. It's so funny when people do that. And sorry that I went like this. I was trying to zoom in, but I guess it didn't work. But yeah, it is so funny. He drew a big fat hairy dick on the freaking board. It's hilarious. So yeah, he did that and everything. And then I think the goody two shoes kid was like, "That's inappropriate," and they erased it and everything. The next thing that this kid did was he started going through the teacher's desk. I mean, why would he go through the teacher's desk? They could have like crack in there or something. Why in the world would he go through the teacher's desk? I mean, it's honestly ridiculous that he would do that. So he started going through the teacher's desk and everything. And next thing he ends up pulling out this jar of Advil. And the reason she probably had it is because she was a kindergarten teacher and had to deal with fucking our bratty asses that entire day. So every once in a while, I don't know if I'd ever see the teacher actually take it. Maybe she would go and was ashamed that she had to take fucking headache pills that literally everybody takes. I take Advil. I fucking have it in this cabinet right here. Literally, I take it too sometimes when I have headaches. But So she ended up just I don't know, just was never taken in front of us. I don't really know. But so then this kid Mario, he found the Advil and everything. He didn't know what it was. He was like, "What is this? Like some Italian candy? Like Advil? Is this what this is?" And I don't even know if that's Italian, but just the way he said, he's like, "Is this some kind of Italian candy?" and everything. So he ended up thinking it was candy, and it's one of the students like, "That's headache pills. You shouldn't take that." So he goes, "Yeah, whatever. If you guys don't want any, that's fine." So he tried to chew it, and with Advil, I think some versions of painkiller medicines do have chewable kinds. I sort of briefly remember having Tylenol that you could chew and everything, but not every Advil or Tylenol or ibuprofen, whatever, has a chewable version. Like some of them, you're just supposed to swallow whole with or without water, whatever you want to do. So he basically took the pills and he thought they were candy, so he tried to chew them and stuff, and chew them. It didn't work. So he's like, whatever, maybe these are just candy you swallow. And he had like 30 of them, which is way more than you should be taking. Like at this age, we probably weren't even supposed to be taking Advil because maybe there's like a child's version or something. I would imagine because on the jar of Advil that I have, it says like you're only allowed to take this if you're 12 years old or older. So essentially, they took the Advil and everything. They took way too many. Like you're supposed to take like one or two and stuff. It depends. Like if you're 400 pounds, take three. I don't know how that works, but he had like 30 of them and everything. And then um, I guess he had the. I guess somehow the teacher didn't find out about that and everything. Like, but the kid did tell about them drawing a dick, and he was just like, they're just like, oh, you're gonna be moved to yellow on the light scale. Like basically what we did was we had this weird thing. It was like green, red, yellow light, red light or something. And like red light, you get a note sent to your parents, and like yellow light, it was just like say like I'm sorry, and you were fine. So it's completely different and everything like that. Like most of the time kids could get away with doing something kind of small and their parents wouldn't even know. So yeah, a lot of the time kids would just beat the system with that thing. So they got sent to yellow for drawing the dick on the board and everything. And then teacher started with the boring math lesson or whatever. I honestly couldn't tell you. It was so long ago that I don't even remember. It was literally 15 years ago and stuff. And I pretty much it barely developed object permanence at that point with that age. So then pretty much after that, about 20 minutes had gone by and everything, and the student, he didn't look too good. He was like this, like he was gonna fall asleep and everything. It might have been Advil PM, which has diphenhydramine, which makes you sleep. It might have been that, but I don't really remember because, like I said, it was a long time ago. I didn't even know if that Advil PM was a thing yet. But I don't know, just whatever they took, he was just making him tired and everything. Teacher's like, "Are you okay?" He's like, "Oh, I'm fine. I just didn't get much sleep." They're like, "Okay, maybe you go to the nurse if you need to sleep." He said, "No, I'm fine." So then about 5 minutes later goes by, and he just randomly just stands up. He just like stands up just randomly and everything. The teacher's like, "Are you okay?" And he didn't even say anything. He just kind of zombie walks to the trash can and proceeds to violently throw up for the next like 5 minutes and everything. And yeah, he pretty much got sent home. And I don't really know if that's considered like an Advil overdose. I don't really know, but I'm still going to call this video overdosing on Advil because I don't really know what else to call it. But yeah, essentially, he took way too much Advil and he ended up basically puking his guts out. So remember, kids, when a medicine says only use as directed, they fucking mean it. Otherwise, bad things could happen. So yeah, that is pretty much the end of that story. So I hope you guys have enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time.